So welcome to part 2 of lunch boxes for teenagers. So one of the first staples that I find is a necessity in our house is some kind of vessel to put your food in, if that makes sense. So in our case, it's either this rice paper, which we either use as a wrap, for Emma. Tia will never eat this, she thinks it's gross. Or we cut up and use as noodles, or we actually use as a spring roll. Then we also have some sushi nori that we also use obviously either for sushi or to make into a type of wrap. So also like something like almost a food container, as if it makes sense. Then we always have wraps in our house. This specific brand also make like completely wheat-free versions, which I couldn't find, which is Emma's favorite. She likes to have a more gluten wheat-free ones, but she does eat these ones as well. Or some type of pasta that we can use. This is rice noodles, which seems to be the favorite of the flavor of the month at this stage. We also have some gluten-free spinach and pumpkin ones. So we will use this as a base often and then take whatever has been prepared in the fridge or freezer and build on that. So let me show you some examples of things that we do have in the fridge and freezer that we've meal prepped in advance that the kids have access to just go and grab and eat and either use with one of these or sometimes just on their own with a snack or with a fruit or some nuts or something like that. I forgot to give these little oaks an honorable mention in our gear thing. This is our little stasher bags. These are the snack ones. I've got the whole variety, as you can see, of stashes that I use all the time. This is a silicone based container and I just love them because it's zero waste. They are so strong and they're great for snacks and for anything. I just love them. Again, less plastic, but as you can see, I still use plastic as well. So let's quickly get started. This is literally what I've ripped out of my fridge and freezer right now. It hasn't been made for this video, I promise. It is just things that I have available. So first off is this container. This is just, we had a braai or a barbecue the other night. So there's leftover steak in there and there's some sweet potatoes that we've just grilled. So this is a really nice thing to just quickly throw into your little bento box. And you've got protein and you've got a low GI starch, and there you go. So this is easy. If the kids don't use it for lunch boxes or I don't send it to ready for work, for a work lunch, then I will use this in a pasta or something. So that's number one. This one, this is some rice pasta that I've made that I messed up a little bit because I left it in there too long, I'm not going to lie. But I've just put a really nice sriracha sauce over it. And I'm going to make some sriracha chicken to go with it. So that is like also again a very nice thing to layer that you can just throw into one of your bento boxes. Then this is one of our staples. As you can see, maybe we have a little bit of a problem because these ones I took out of the freezer. And these ones are little ones that's living in the fridge at the moment. But these are just date balls. I'll put a link on there of the recipes that I use for these. But these are the easiest, really fantastic gluten-free energy bites that you can make. It takes 10 minutes, if that long. This is a great source of energy and it's also for that sweet moments where you want to just feel like you want to grab a chocolate. This is living here and just a healthy alternative to a chocolate or a sweet or something. Okay, then this is the date ball obsession of the house. Let's remove those. Then these ones are just little chocolate chip cookies. So like I said, we don't always eat healthy. These are fantastic. You just grab 2 or 3 out of his freezer bag, let them thaw for about 20 minutes. And when that really sugar craving hits, you just pop them in the oven and you've got fresh chocolate chip cookies all the time. Or if you want to take one to school, there you go. And this is frozen bananas. So if they feel like making a smoothie for school, we always have. I see that some bananas going off at the moment as well. So I will just open them up, break them apart and throw them in a little freezer baggie. Then I've made some, it's a little bit of a recipe testing, but it was actually met with a lot of favor by everybody except that I burned them a little bit. These are banana pancake that it's got no flour to them. So it's mushed up bananas, well, no wheat flour. I've put 2 tablespoons of coconut flour in there. But it's got some bits of banana, some of them's got some fresh blueberries in there as well, and egg. So it's a really nice tasty thing that you can just grab out of the fridge and just run with it. Then in here, I need to check, I'm not sure if I'm right. Yeah, in here I've got a Mexican bean mince that I've made. So this is great to take out. This one is not too burny. I've got one that's got a little bit more chili in it as well. So this works for both Emma and Tia. So this I just take out the night before, or if they remember, they can actually defrost it if they want in the microwave as well. And this works great on even one of those little food containers like a wrap. It works well on the rice paper. It even works really great just on some lettuce or as part of a salad. So this, I've got 2 or 3 containers of these. This works great. I just made it in advance and keep it in the fridge for days like that. Then in here, oh yeah, see, this is the other one, but this one's got a little bit more chili in it. Then I think this one, let me just make sure. Oh yeah, this one just got some fish cakes in here. Both Emma and Tia likes them a little bit smaller than this. I made this for supper and didn't think any's going to be left over. But yeah, this is just a Pilchard's fish cake. That again, great source of protein, really easy to make, and they love to take this with a salad or a fruit or something like that to school. So as you can see with teenagers, it's all about preparation, making sure that there is things for them to take without you having to pack it for them. They can make the decision, there's autonomy, and they take it and they run with it, and I just stand back and say, there you go. Alright, let me quickly show you my cupboards and the snacks that I try and keep in the house. Some of the snacks is always in the house. Some of them, my kids like it, so they eat it and it finishes like that, and I'm not prepared to buy it all the time, so sorry for you. It's usually also the more unhealthy snacks that goes quite quick. The healthy snacks tends to last longer. So let me quickly go show you. Okay, so this is the very neat cupboard, and this is the more healthier snacks. So up there's mostly flours, sugar, there's some raisins. My kids don't seem to love raisins, so they eat it, but I keep it more for baking purposes. And there's some quinoa that I use a lot, but for the rest it's lentils, flours, that kind of things. This is more the snacks that they use, or it's things that I use to cook all the time. So as you can see, there's a lot of nut options for them here. Here's some pistachios. I've got some seeds here. This is just some slivered almonds and some pumpkin seeds. There's some coconut. Here's some pecans, some sesame seed. I've got some cashews, but I've got a lot more in the cupboard in the bag. Cashews, as you can see, is a firm favorite. It's almost done. We've got some more seeds, some hazelnuts. Then I've got some hemp seeds that we like to just add onto salads or eggs or things like that for an extra nice taste. Some more coconut, some dukkha spice. Then we've got almonds that we use all the time. We've got some walnuts, some chocolate chips that we like to either bake with, but we also really like to make a trail mix and add this with the nuts and seeds. We've got some, what is this one? Oh, sunflower seeds, some dates. Yeah, and then the rest are things that I cook with mostly. So we've got our oats, I just need to turn around, rice, and then granola that's completely done, so I'll make some granola. I think that will be one of the meal prep things that we'll do as well, because Emma likes to take that to school. And then the rest is just either some roasted nuts that I've already made and thrown in there, because we like them roasted, or this was a soup garnish that I've made that there's just some left over, so I've thrown it in. Okay, so this is the healthy snack cupboard, which I don't really mind if they just come in and pop in and eat some things. Unfortunately, this is not the cupboard that they gravitate towards. We'll go to the cupboard that they gravitate towards now and show you. That cupboard's got doubles of these, so if I buy extra, I throw it in there. I'm not going to pack it. I'm going to show you how untidy it is as it is. This is a real channel. You're going to see the disgustingness at the back. And yeah, let's go and have a look. Okay, I am a bit embarrassed. I almost did pack it. This is a disaster zone. But like I said, this is the second one. A lot of these things are doubles. I did just go grocery shopping. So usually half of the stuff in here is in here. So yes, let's just show you. But it's a bit of a disaster. We've got some nutritional yeast flakes in here that I use a lot. And some extra chia seeds. This is Emma's snacks. This is what she likes to do, is the healthier, like veggie crisp things. This is Tia snacks. Let's do a hazelnut cream with chocolate biscuits. This is what she likes. But she's only allowed to have one a week, so it's probably not too bad. There's some yogi sticks, pretzel sticks that they love. As you can see, the bottom of this and most of that is doubles. What we have extra is some biscuits, so they want to take that to school and put some cheese on it. We also keep our coconut water and our almond milk in there, because Emma and I don't drink normal dairy milk. And then we've got some salt. We've got a lot of extra dates in here and 2 packets of extra oats. And then this is one of the probably biggest firm favorites in our house, pretzels. Everybody loves it. It doesn't last long. We've got some apple snacks in here. Here are some apple crisps. And yeah, then, like I said, we just did some shopping. So there's some nachos that we'll make for either school, probably for lunch when I don't, or a supper when I don't feel like cooking. And then there is a little bit of unhealthy chips or crisps in there. And that's a psyllium husk for baking. So it is a bit of a disaster zone. I'm embarrassed. I will pack it. And then there's always fruit in our house as well. So at the moment I've got some nachos. Let me just show you. I don't want to show you this corner because I just went shopping. It looks gross. So we've got some nachos. I've got some ruby grapefruits, quite a few of those. And then I've just got like apples. And there's some bananas in the kitchen. So fruits is a free in our house. You can have as many as you want to. And obviously it's a really nice thing for school. In the fridge there's always berries and other what's in season of fruit at the moment. But I keep those in the fridge just because they're more fragile. And when I see nobody's eating them, I will pop them in the freezer for some smoothies. So yes, this is the staples. And then in the next video, I will show you how we actually lunch prep a little bit, and also then how we pack lunches. So stay tuned for meal prep and for some packing of lunches.